and then today we are down to something stupid like 14 or something like that. So it's back to being cold again. Hello, if you are watching, I'm just getting myself all set up, making sure that everything is running smoothly. You should be able to see me from 3 places. One is the HAPS app, which I am using to broadcast. You can be watching from Facebook and also YouTube all at the same time. So if you are watching, jump in and say hello, just so that I know that we do have some people. I'm just going to watch my chat thingy there. So today we are going to be casing a card from the catalogue, and it's probably, I did share a picture of it over on my Facebook page, but it's probably one of those stamp sets that you don't really, card samples that sort of you may not have spotted in the catalogue. Hello, here we come. Everyone's coming in. Tanya, Anita, Sharon, yay! Megan was there as well. I saw her jump in. Fantastic. So we're going to be casing from the catalogue. There's usually a card in every catalogue. There's usually one that I want to try and recreate. So I have found it. I have printed out myself a rather large copy because I've got my glasses on. My eyesight is still not the best. I think I'm going to have to get some new glasses or something. So just a few little updates before we get started. I should have had these out here earlier, but this is my new. So my latest class has gone live, which is the painted Christmas one, which is really pretty. Even though they're quite darker colours, the cards are really pretty. So I have that one going on at the moment. Hi, Jennifer. So we have that going on at the moment. That's just opened up. Now, if you have joined my Whimsy and Wonder class, my order has finally shipped. Yay! So currently my orders were taking about 10 days before they left the warehouse because of the amount of closures that we have had, but apparently they're back 100% now, so they are starting to catch up. So that is really good. I had a heap more orders go out today, so that was really good. Hey Kim, hey Deb, Tracy. So just bear with them a little bit, and hopefully they won't have any more shutdowns. And Australia Post is also closing down for a couple of days. They're not picking up anybody's orders in Victoria, New South Wales and the ACT, so because they're trying to catch up as well. So oh, I don't know, Megan. I don't know whether it was from me. I don't know. You'll have to tell me what it said. I'll know whether it was from you or not. What else do I have to tell you? So I got that, I did that. Oh, my 20% extra. So I have got my big special on at the moment. I only have 6 places left now. So that is coming down. Hey, Ellen. A delivery text. Oh, okay, from Stampin' Up. Oh, from me. Maybe from me. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting confused. Anyway. Hi, everyone. Leanne's watching on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Yes, so my 20% extra. So I don't know how long that special is going to last for because it's to help me earn the incentive trip. And so I had X amount of places that I needed to get for sales. And so it just depends on how quick the orders come through, on whether you get them or miss out on them. Hey, Leah. Leah has joined my my team. Was it last month or yeah, last month? I was going to say, was it the month before or just? I can't believe how quick the time goes. Yes, so if you want to be like Leah and join my team, give me a message. Send me your details, and I'll send you some info back. And it's all fun. Okay, this is the I've printed out. This is what we're going to make tonight. Okay, so I need you guys to get your catalogues and have a look for me because, like I said, I may need a little bit of help going, hang on a minute, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. I don't have a lot of, I don't have some of the stuff that they've used in here. And also when I went to look up the recipe and, what they've used, they haven't listed everything. So I'm sort of flying, and so they didn't list all the colours of the ink pads and all that sort of stuff. So I think I've got everything that I need for it. I've got a pile of stuff here beside me, but I may have to go and get some other bits and pieces. I'm not sure. So, but anyway, let's swing around. I'll show you whereabouts in the catalogue it is, and we can get started. So I'm going to put my hand over here. I'm going to put my hand over the camera and swing everyone around. Bring this forward. I'm getting a little bit better at all of this now, and ta-da! How's that? Getting so it's not so painful anymore, and getting much better at that. Okay, and like I said, I'm all rugged up. I've got like a long sleeve t-shirt on and a jumper, and then my cardigan over the top. I'm a little bit cold. I'm getting fabulous at doing the switcheroo. It's not as smooth as other things, but Ellen actually put me onto this app. I'd seen that she had used it, and I was like, oh, tell me more. So she was like, I love it. So I'm like, well, that's good enough for me. Ellen does lives, I think 2 times a week. She's a little bit organized, more organized than me. Okay, so we are going to be using this bundle here, which is the Merry Snowflakes. So are you a snowflake type of person, or do you not like snowflakes? I know some people just really don't like them. Some people do like them. Some people don't care. I'm sort of like, I think that a lot of them are really pretty. So it doesn't really bother me, because I think so many of the cards that we purchase are snow themed, because, you know, of Father Christmas being in the North Pole and all that sort of stuff. So that's the bundle that we're going to use tonight. And the sample isn't actually on this page. It is in the back index. Yeah, some people don't like them, and that's fine. So sorry, Tracy, but I'm using them tonight. Actually, I might need that piece of white. I'll put it over that side. So here is the actual card, and I think it wasn't so much the snowflakes that got me, but the color scheme got me. You know, sometimes you go, ooh. So it's actually, and the layout and all that sort of thing. So that actually is what I really like it. So anyway, so that's why I bought it. I've got lots of other snowflakes as well. So, but because like my eyes aren't the best, I've printed it out pretty big. Actually, I printed it out twice. The first one didn't work properly for me, so I printed it out again. And like I said, they didn't have everything listed in the little recipe thing that we've got going on. So, but I did look up, the colours are, which sort of surprised me a little bit. So don't go by the colours on here, because they're totally, my printer obviously doesn't print out what's going on the screen. But it was Coastal Cabana, and then we've got Rich Razzleberry at the top, Highland Heather, Bermuda Bay, and then Pool Party at the bottom. So that's the colour scheme. My lighting isn't actually the best either. I've got a big fluoro light in my room, but unfortunately, of course, it's straight above, and then when I've got my camera in the stand, it casts a big shadow across the middle. Okay, and then of course we've got silver, which I think, it's a really interesting colour combo. I don't know whether that's why I was drawn to it, or because, you know, I probably wouldn't put them together. I might put those ones together, but not with the purple. And this is all I've got left of silver. So I'm hoping that I've got enough in there to do everything. So we'll have a look at the stamp set. And the other thing is, Ellen, if I put another lamp on, like another light on, I get a big rolling sensation, like with the lighting. It's dreadful. So so this is the stamp set. So there's a couple of little snowflakes and a little bit of a swirly thing going on, a couple of sentiments, but the dies are unusual too. Like, they must cut and give like an impression into it, and then we've got ones that cut out completely, and then we've got some other ones that cut out and leave bits. So, oh, that one's really different. That must just put whole spikes in things as well. So very interesting, very interesting. Alrighty, let's get started. So I have no measurements of anything, so it is purely by eye. And we will have a guess and see what happens. So input is fine if you've got your catalogue handy and you want to keep that page open if you can see it, because it's quite small. Now I'm going to do my normal size card. I'm not actually going to make it taller. I'm going to fit it to me. So we're sort of, actually that scrap will probably come in handy for those two pieces. No, I don't use that one again. I can't. Okay, that's fine because it's a different colour. So I am doing 10.5 by 26 and ending, so it's, what is it, 13 by 10.5 all up. Now I do know that I will probably have all these pieces at 10 centimetres, so at least I can cut all of them. Now in the little recipe thing, and these are just scraps out of my cupboard too, so, the little recipe thing that, actually I should probably do it that way, shouldn't I? There's probably less waste that way. What was I saying? The recipe thingy that they gave said that there was only 2 ink pads, but I'm thinking that that's not true. They were saying, actually they were saying that there was the Versamark and the Rich Razzleberry, but I think they forgot to put in the Bermuda Bay, and they didn't put in any of the silver foil, so that's really strange. Okay, so if we bring this in, hello Anne. So if we bring in, that's pretty wide, that's pretty wide, that's pretty wide, and this is only a small piece. So I have a feeling that these ones might be similar in width, but so what shall we do them at? If my card, this is where we go, if my card is 13 centimetres, and if I, so bring it down to 12, because we need spacing, then 12.5. So if I did 3 centimetre pieces, 3 is 12, yeah, so 3 times 4 is 12. So if I did them all at 3 centimetre pieces, actually that one looks bigger, so let's do 4. So keep me with my math. Okay, so we've got 1 with 4, 1 with 3, do 1 with 3, so that's 3, that's 7 centimetres, 7, what I should do, I should just line up on here, 7, that one looks like it's wider as well, it needs to go that way, right. So maybe if I did that 4, that's 8. Oh, I'm probably going to have to trim some of these down, right? Yep. Oh, yes, nice to see you too, Ellen. Actually, I'm going to have to cut that one down. I might have to cut some of them down. Thank you for dropping in. Because don't forget, these got to all have a little bit of a gap between them as well. Oh. I might have to do that one. So this is where the fun comes in, trying to work out. So if anyone's got any ideas, feel free to shout them out as we go along. So I'm going to have to make them all smaller. If I take a half a centimetre off of each one. And then that way I can give you the measurements and you can go and recreate the card using my measurements. Oh, got to cut them straight. Alright, so that one will go in there. I'll take another little bit off of that one. Yeah, another little half centimetre off. Yes, darling. Okay, now, so that one will have a bit of a gap. That one will have a bit of a gap. That one may be okay, but I may have to still trim that one later. But I think I'm okay. Let's have a play. Okay, now I can see, I actually think, and you probably won't be able to see this in the catalogue, it's only because I saved, and you know, I wish I could do this on my, no, you can't. when you do that on your iPad, when you save the photo, you can. I actually think the background piece has been embossed, like dry embossed as well, but I can't work out what. Looks like there's some sort of texture, but I can't work out what, so I'm just going to ignore that. And I think the reason why there was only Versamark listed as an ink pad is because I have a feeling that these ones were stamped with Versamark and not tone on tone with an ink pad. So let's get this out, and look, brand new, haven't been used. So I need the swirly one. And actually, I probably don't need that long one, do I? That one. I've only got a handful of blocks, and okay, so I need to get some more probably. Right. So now this will tell me as well whether I've got my pieces too wide or anything like that. So if I stamp that down on there, which I think is what they've done. See how you can see that tone on tone? Just wait for my camera to catch up with me. You've got the tone on tone going on. So I think that's pretty much what they have done. And then they've got some on the purple. So I'll do that over here. And this way you don't have to have so many colours either. Now I don't know whether there's any on here, but you know what? Actually, I don't think there is. It's silver embossed on that one, and then there's some on this one here. The sample of the catalogue, the picture is in the back section in the index on page 65. So that one there. So it's really, really tiny, which, you know, I'm surprised I actually saw it at all, to tell the truth. Okay, and we'll pop that one down there as well. So just got some tone on tones going on. Then we have some little silver embossed bits going on as well. So we've got some down, we've got some up in this top corner, and we've got some over here, and then we've also got some on this one, and also actually there's a little bit of silver on each of the pieces. So I'm wondering whether I can be tricky and just sort of stamp them on all four of them and silver emboss them all at once. Is that going to be too tricky for me? Probably. It probably will be, but let's have a crack. Because it doesn't really matter, does it? Just as long as they're all butted up against each other. It's all going to be done in Versamark anyway. I've got my silver embossing. Okay. So we have got some going on. Oh, I better make sure. I better wait and make sure that that's all dry, huh? Otherwise I might end up with silver embossing on pieces that I don't want. I should have done them after. Duh. Never mind. I don't always think things through properly, especially now let me get that one. I don't know whether I'm going to make a mess here or not. Probably. Let's get, actually, I think some of it isn't going to, anyway, we'll just play. We're just playing, right? Silver emboss that one. And we'll do that one. I think, well, it looks like, well, anyway, they're going to be embossed. Let's put it that way. And then I think there's some down here. See how there's some shinier bits down on these pieces? Because there's lots and lots going on behind the scenes. in this card, I do believe. All right, so let's shake them off. I might have to get my brush out. Oops, I picked up some. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm making a mess. Making a nice gritty mess. All right, let me just flick these off. Whoops, nearly put my finger in it. And last one. Alrighty, excuse the noise. I'm going to just get my heat tool in. Sure that's right out of the way. Got my cords going everywhere. Alright. Pretty. My power cord's all getting tangled up. Okay, let's just wipe them down. And I know that there's going to be more embossing, but anyway, let's get rid of some of that grittiness. Okay, so here's my card base. Now we can cut these guys up, and I'm just going to use my other trimmer for that. So this piece is, what was it, 3.5 by 10. So let's cut this one at 2 centimeters. And then we'll have a piece up there and a piece here. Okay, then we've got a piece of the purple. So, and it's only a thick and a thin strip, and this one is 2.5 centimeters. So let's just do it there, whatever that is. It's not a real measurement. Oops, I did it around the wrong way, but that doesn't matter. Actually, yes, I did do it around the wrong way. That's fine, it doesn't matter, because whoever's getting my card probably won't have seen what's in the catalogue anyway. And this one was another 2.5. So let's try and get that one about halfway. And getting it all down, and then this one was just a thin piece as well. So, and this one was only roughly 2 centimeters. So we'll cut that into a thin strip. I think that's straight. Okay, and they go down the bottom. Whoops, I might have to do a little bit more trimming again. Anyway, they're on there like that at the moment. Okay, now we have got a whole stack of snowflakes to be happening. So I think I need 3. There's 3 from what I can see, and guys tell me, I think there's 3 different snowflakes. I think there are only 3 snowflakes, aren't there, in the whole thing? But I think there's 2 of each. So there's this one, and then I think there's 2 of each. Pretty sure. 1 on each colour. So that's okay. Oh, well, Alisa stamps. That'll get a good workout. Okie dokie. And I do believe that these are, hey Oh, South Carolina. What time is it over there in South Carolina? It must be a very weird time. Now, I'm having a feeling that these were not actually stamped on white, but I think that these ones may have been stamped on the Highland Heather and then had a little bit of sponging of the rich razzleberry on it. And I have a feeling that these ones were stamped on the Pool Party with some Bermuda Bay ink sponged on them. I think that that's what's happened because there are no real instructions for this. I think the only piece of white is the sentiment. Okay, tell me what your thoughts are, because that's what my thoughts are and that's what I have planned to do. And we'll see whether I'm actually right or not. So I need one of each on each colour. So sorry that there's a fair bit of embossing and it is going to take a little bit of time and a bit of noise. But that's okay, right? I should have, yep, Megan's in agreement. Good. It's hard to tell sometimes because you're thinking, oh, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? But you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter in the end, does it? So hopefully I've got them all inked up properly. A little bit of silver. Oh my goodness. I told my boys, I don't know whether you can hear them, I certainly hope not. I said to them, I'm going live and I can just hear them making such ridiculous noises. All right, a little bit of a flag. Now I am going to funnel this away even though I am going to use it again because I know what will happen. I will end up melting the whole thing into a nice big mess. Because I'm like that. Okay, let's heat emboss these. I have got a little bit of shadowing, but that's fine because they're going to be cut out anyway. I'm going to, hang on a minute, I've just got to hang my, can't hear them? Thank goodness for that. Look, carry on sometimes. All right, I've just hung this upside down to try and unwind all the kinks in the cord. All right. Isn't that just so pretty still? Okay, so I'll let them cool down and hopefully I've got enough room on this. I could have probably put all of these stamps onto one block and inked them all up at the same time, but anyway. 1, 2, lucky last. All right, nearly there. So I did ask on my Facebook page the other day who likes quick and easy and who likes spending a bit more time and making time-consuming cards, and there were actually quite a few who didn't mind to have an intricate card. I suppose it's a little bit easier when you're casing something, isn't it? If I had to come up with too many intricate cards out of my own head, I don't think I'd do too well. All right, I think this might be the last bit. I think this might be the last bit of embossing to do. I have a feeling. Alrighty. I know, it's so nice. I love it. I tend to use more white than anything else these days, so doing silver is a bit of a novelty. Pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so now I need to die cut them all. Now, I'm just going to put these stamps right out of the way, and anything else that I don't need, All right, I need the dies, but not cover them up. And I will just carefully put that over there. Okay, dokie. I'll get the big sucker out because I have a feeling that it'll be easier with the big one. I think my plates are a little bit flatter on the big one. All right. Now, I need, oh, good question. What do you need? Which ones? I guess that's only going to be these three, isn't it? Yep. There's only three outline ones. Ah, yeah, I'm really sure that there is. If you've got, oh, look at this. I almost need a bit of this to stick them down, I think. All right, I'm going to stand up, so excuse me, I can see a bit better. Oh, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Because the last thing I want to do is to have to re-emboss everything, because then I'll just give up. And sorry if I'm a little bit wonky as well. Oh, look at the little, here, I have to show you that. This is what comes out from, it's got a little stitching on the edges. How cool is that? The only thing about embossing is now it's all, my cardstock is all warped. Well, I'm not sure. I have a feeling that they've used the coloured cardstock and only blended half with, oh, see? Oh. You know what? That's okay. I'm still going to use that, because if you have a look at the picture, I have a feeling that that one might be hidden a bit. I'm still going to use it. There's that much layering going on. I think it will be fine. Anyway, I hope it will be fine. At least my cardstock's a little bit flatter now. Maybe I should have just run it through the Big Shot without anything on it to start with. Typical. This always happens, doesn't it? Oh. And they've left a nice little stitching around the edges too. That's really sweet. I don't know, I suppose you'd have you could do an inlay, go back and do an inlay. Oh my goodness, they are tight. All right, and last one. You back, and this one here must be the last one. I hope we get our word on the replacement magnetic plates. They would be very handy right at this particular time. Okay, so they all cut out good. There are lots and lots of components in this card. Now, oops, throwing stuff away. Now, if we go back and have a look at there is lots of silver foil going on as well. So there's one behind here, there's one there, there's one on top of here, there's one back here, and there's one here. So that is quite a lot of got a silver foil going on. Oh, let me get, I'm in such a mess. You know, I'm normally not in such a mess when I make my cards, but okay, so let's work out what ones we need first, and I'm pretty sure it's that one there. That one's the top one, and I think I can't quite tell what this one is up in the top corner, but I think this one here is this one. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it now? Whoops, what have I lost? Doesn't really matter too much. So I need that one there, and this one in the corner, I think. And I think that's it. Okay, I've got just scraps of silver, so I'm hoping that I actually have enough. So let's see what I can get out of here. I think I need 2 of the big ones. Anyone got any ideas? So I need one of them. Let's just cut out these 3 to start with. And at least I can do them all at the same time. Now I did buy, where did I put that? I did buy the tool, the brush. I don't think I need them for this one though. Hello from California. I think I missed what time it was in California. Oh, now I'm dropping stuff. I can't see them. Alrighty. I hope they have cut out nicely. Who wanted to do intricate cards? Did somebody put their hand up for me? You know what, I may not have to punch the centers out on all of these because I reckon some will be hidden. Wow, they look amazing. Oh, I should have run through twice. I didn't even think about that. Oh, it has gone all the way. That's okay. And from Maine. What time is it? Oh, get out, get out. Man, I'm going to have to take my cardigan off. This is making me sweat. Far out. Okay. Now, should I keep that as a scrap? I might be able to get little bits out of it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That's given me 3. So 1. I wonder if I need another one over here or if it's a smaller one. I've got that one. I think I've got that one. Oh, I need one for here. What is that one? Is that one a different one? That one is this one. I know that that one is that one. Oh, look. Perfect. That one's that. And I think I need one more. So I've got you. I've got you. I'm doing you. I've got the big one. I think I need one more big one. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 6, 30. Oh, just after 6. Oh, that's not too bad. I think I might do another one of them, actually. I don't know. Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. And I think I'll come back as well. Just in case. Alright, stick you back there. Oops. That one got stuck in there. I did buy that brush tool that's supposed to be for this, but I don't know where I've put it or even if I've unpacked it. Oh, that came out easy anyway. Okay. All right. I think I have everything that I need from there. I think we're getting closer, people. I will clean that up later. Probably the next time I go to use it and I go, oh, there was a mess on there. Okay, I think I can put all of them away. until you start making these types of cards that you go, there was a little bit more involved than what one thought. Okay, and I'm making a mess everywhere. I've got scraps everywhere. I've got this everywhere. Okay, let's put that aside because we think, I'm going to sit down again now. Right, okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. Now, I have got one that's got Bermuda Bay on it already, and I'm pretty sure that I can hide some of that because that's the big one down the bottom. So I'm pretty sure that some of that will get covered. You run out of the way. Okay, let's see whether this theory is right, shall we? And just blend over 1/2. Like so. Here we go. And this one. So I'm thinking that that was probably the right call. And then this one. Looks like there's a bit on this side. And maybe a little bit on this side. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and get you out the way. I think that is pretty much what they've done. Okay, now just make sure that when you go back with a different blending brush that you don't go into that blue because the ink is wet, it will actually pick up on your brush. So don't do that. And then we just want to do these ones. So rich raspberry this time on the Highland Heather. How cool. This is going to look pretty. So thank you for hanging in there with me if you're still watching, because I know that this is pretty time consuming. But hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. And I like a fair bit of colour on mine. I like them fairly deep. Okay, now get those brushes right out of the way. Now the other thing that I need is these strips around the outside here. Now, how lucky am I that I actually save, like when you cut things down from a 12 by 12, because it's actually 30 centimeters by 30.5 centimeters, I have actually kept, because you can't throw things away, I actually kept all the strips. So I may have enough. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. I may actually have enough to get me going. But I think what I might do first before I start doing that is actually adhere these guys down, because I know that this part is going to go down first. So I'm just going to make sure that I have actually lined them up properly, and whether I need to cut any of them down, which is tricky because they've all warped a little bit. Just need to make sure I've got enough room. And I think I definitely will. How's that? Good-o. All right, let me start adhering some of these down, because it can get a little bit tricky and I've got to work out which way I'm going to do it. I think I'll start at the bottom, and I'm going to use my grid paper to help me out. And because some of them are thin, I'm actually just going to use the two-way for these guys. Oops, if I can pick them up. Now that one goes this way, doesn't it? Okay, so if I put my card and then go from there across, and at least then if I've got like using a liquid glue for that one, I can sort of wiggle it a little bit. And then I can go and use my, oops, did I miss somebody? Did I miss a, oh, I didn't, that's okay. So then I can go ahead and just use my strips here. And hopefully my spacing will be okay as I go on. Cross fingers, huh? But I'm liking the way it's looking so far. And I think cards like this, like you see them in the catalogues and stuff, but they take on a whole different life when you actually make them and see them in person with dimension. And all right, just make sure that my spacing is still going okay. Yep, looks pretty good. And at least that way I can work out. Okay, so if anybody wants to work out my measurements for these strips, go for it. So my card size is 13 centimeters by 10 and a half. So, and they need to come in. So I'm assuming that I'll have to bring them in like between 9.5. Oh, I'll have to get my ruler out. But if somebody wants to measure for me in advance, so I just have to cut my pieces, and I also have to miter the corners as well. Can you believe that? All right, I've still got room. Oodles of room. Awesome. Good morning from Phoenix. Everyone's waking up. Good morning. I'm lucky I looked up then, because if I'm not looking at my screen, I miss the comments. They don't stay up. Okay. There's my base happening. What? 3:47 a.m. Holy cow. That's not waking up. Is that to go to work, or is that, you know, the reasoning of being up so early? All right, let's measure. So I need to be roughly about 9 centimeters, probably by 11, would you say? 9 by 11? 9 by 11. Let's try 9 by 11. Oh, cool. All right, so you're just coming home. Still working. All right, so 9 by 11. All right, what have I got going on here in my scrap department? That one's 10, so I can use that one. See, it pays not to throw these things out, doesn't it? So I'll have 9. That one will go across. Talk about fiddly. 10 centimeters is from here, like is the same width of my card there. So I just want 2 tops and 2 bottoms. Oops, this one's not even straight. What's going on? This one doesn't look very straight either. I'll have to try and bend it. Bend it straight. And that one will go down the bottom. So I will need actually probably 10.5 probably. Actually, we'll do it at 11 because I can always snip a bit extra off. There. Now I need to also, miter these corners, so that'll be interesting. So if you're wanting to do that, I'm using the little squares on my grid, and I'm just going to line them up so that they are all matching, like so that it passes through. I'll try and get it that way anyway. Does it really matter? I suppose it does, doesn't it? Otherwise it'll be crooked. Who said to do fiddly cards? This isn't even going to work because my things aren't even the same width. You know what? I'm thinking that maybe I should just do rectangles too. Because if I try and do this, you know what's going to happen. They're not going to sit together nicely. Oh, maybe. Let's go this way. And if it doesn't work, I'll just keep snipping it until it does. I'd like to know who designed this one in the first place, because holy moly. I'm not even doing this right, you know. Oops. Rightio. Whatever it is, it is. Alright, now I'm going to stick them all down. Holy cow. Alright, who's still with me? Are you still watching this painful creation? Alright. Because I have to slide that over. See, now my corners aren't even going to miter because I didn't actually take the time to measure them properly. So this might be a little bit like oops, this is not working out very well. If I'd had more foil, I probably would have just got 2 rectangle dies and made a frame. But unfortunately, I don't have enough. Please fit together nicely. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I've got gluey, sticky fingers, but that didn't turn out too bad. I think that's probably the hardest bit because now it's just a matter of sticking everything down. Now, I've just got to work out what goes where, but I don't think at this point in time it matters too much. So let's just pop those ones out. So we're going to have one that goes here, then the big sucker goes here. We'll turn him around so he's got a bit of contrast. And then that one will go over the top. This one will go under here somewhere. And then this dude will go on top of that one. And one of these, I think, goes under there. Oh, this is an intense card. Okay, then we've got another one down here. Actually, I need to turn him around because I messed him up, remember? And then he will go on top of that one. And then this one will go over here. And then this guy goes under here. And then this one goes under here. Holy dooly! Now I've got to work out which ones go down flat and which ones get popped up. Wow, that's pretty intense. Okay, let me take these ones off. And then we can work with these ones here. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Oh, you know what I could have used? I bought those adhesive sheets. That's a bit silly, isn't it? I could have tried them out, or maybe it might have been a bit too much in one go, you know, for me. All right, let's stick that one down. Now I'm going to use some blocks. I've used them all. I've still got stamps on them. I'm going to put you down. Then I'm going to stick this one down. I think my glue's nearly had it. So I will pop this one down under here. Oops. Oh, don't tell me you guys aren't going to stick. I probably need some heavier glue. I know. Just needs time. Okay, and then I'm putting this one down. Well, I'm not worrying about taking out those little pieces either. I'll take out one. How about that? Just the ones that are going to be seen, and then the rest can just stay put. So that one I will put down over here. And then I reckon I might, actually I'll stick this one to this one. And then I might pop some up with some dimensionals. Put down there. I'll just grab another block, because that'll be tricky to stick down because it will have all that embossing on it, silver embossing on it as well. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. This one I think I will put a dimensional on the back so that he stands up a little bit. And I reckon I'll put one on the back of this guy. No, I won't put one on this one because the sentiment appears to be over the top of it. So it's going to get a little bit confusing, you know. So I'll pop you down somewhere like that, far out. Okay. Is it looking okay, or is it looking like a dog's breakfast? Right, and this one I will put over here. Right. Okay. Whew. Now it's time to work on the bottom section. Yay! All right, I'm just going to poke a few of these guys out, just so that the colored card underneath. Yes, I said dog's breakfast. Oh, it's, you know, not looking good. Something my husband says all the time. So I'll blame him for that. Okay, now this one is going to go down first, I think. My poor glue pen, the nib on it is just absolutely trashed. All right, let's pop that one down. Might be an Aussie thing too. A dog's breakfast. What's another one? having a face like a half-eaten pasty. That's not very nice, though. That's really horrible. I'm going to pop this one up. That's a really, really nasty comment, that one. Now, the other thing I don't have is that they've got little silver pearls, and I don't have them, unfortunately. I'm going to put down my next silver star, because these seem to take a little bit extra to dry. I haven't had a pasty for ages. They're just not the same anymore. Okay, right. Well, let's stick that down here somewhere. I need a bigger block. I need a bigger block. I need a bigger bolt. I'll stay put. There. And I think I will... No, that one has to go down normally because it's got to have this sentiment over the top. But it's got to go down underneath because that one slips inside of that one. Right. It might be a my husband type of thing. Honestly, some of the stuff that he says, like, it's just so bad. It's really not complimentary. All right, let's stick that one down here. And then this one just needs to get stuck normally as well. And twist that one around a little bit. And I think that one goes under there. Okay, we are getting there. How long is this card? Oh, it was Ash Barty today. Did you see on the interview, and somebody asked her to say something real, like in your best Aussie whatever, and she just goes, oh, you know, it was bloody good or something like that. And I said to Carl, she should have said what the swimmer in the Olympics said. That's more Aussie. All right, what am I needing? What am I needing? I need my sentiment now, and I need a piece of paper. Now, I had a piece of white cardstock around here somewhere that I was saving. Where did I put that? Here. Now, I've got so much glue on my thing there. I think I'll just do that. Now, sentiment time. I don't have the mesh ribbon thing there either, and I don't know that I really want to use anything else. I think I'll just leave it off, to tell you the truth. I think I will leave it off. Oh, I've got another, you'd think that my chilblains would be finished by now, but I've got another chilblain and I just knocked it. All right, I can't read that, it's too small. I have no idea what it says, but that's the one that we need to use. Dog's breakfast is really old. Oh no, maybe that's where my husband got it from. Although his mum would never say anything like that, but his dad might. Okay, may the happiness of family, the joy of friendship, and the warmth of love surround you this season. Oh, that's nice. Right, now I have got a punch here. I actually might need to get a smaller one. My ink pad doesn't feel as vibrant as what was I wonder if they used the Highland Heather. It said that it had used rich raspberry, but maybe I need the purple, the other one. Let's have a look. The Highland Heather might be a little bit brighter. We'll try that one. I can't see whether it's inked up properly. I think that's what they used. That one there. Now, I do like mine a little bit their sentiment here. Let's see how I'm comparing. Highland Heather, that's the one that's a little bit more uplifting. There we go. Okay, now I do like they've left a lot of space, and I actually prefer mine to be a little bit closer. So I'm just going to trim mine a wee bit closer. Actually, Craig was like, how long are you going to be? Because he's like, oh, maybe we can watch a Netflix movie tonight. And I'm like, hey, probably 45 minutes. I'm just making one card. Okay, I don't think this punch, I need to get a different one. It's probably going to be retired. I'm using my hexagon, so if you've still got your hexagon punch from way back, you can slip that in. I'm just going to go from there and might have to come in closer if I need to. Oh, I missed somebody's comment. Definitely Highland Heather, definitely. Oops. You can. Doesn't matter, I don't need the rest of that anyway. So I'm just going to take it from the edge. Don't worry about that. Okay. Ta-da! Now, I think I might bring it in just a smidge because it's just a little bit, it's not too bad, but I just want to bring it in just a little bit. Don't want to cover up all those silver foil snowflakes now that I've cut them all out, got them all finally stuck down. All right, we're getting there. So now I don't have the mesh that's in the card, but that's okay. All right, let's get some of these happening. Some dimensionals. Okay, now like I said, I don't also don't have the metallic. Oops, that one's, anyway, that's okay. I don't have the little metallic pearls for some reason. I thought I did. I thought I had the silver pearls, but I do have. I haven't got them out. I do have. We can either just put plain rhinestones on them, or I do have a silver Sharpie. That's what they look like once I've done them in silver. So I've done 4 of them. I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5. So, or I can just have normal rhinestones. So, what do you think? The silver sort of dulled them down a little bit, the Sharpie, but I sort of don't mind them to keep them all together. Maybe I'll do that. Do one last, and then all I'm doing is just like painting straight over the top of my rhinestone. Normal. After I've done that. They might be a little bit sparklier if I left them normal though. Tanya says normal. What does anybody else say? Let's sort of flatten that a little bit. This is quite pretty. It's quite full on, but it is quite pretty. Normal? Anyone else? Anyone else? Silver? Okay, one of each. I'll wait for all the questions will start, all the answers will start rolling in a minute. Go with my own judgment. Oh, come on, Darlene. It's nearly 8:45 on a Friday. My judgment doesn't work anymore. Okay. Maybe I'll try the silver ones. I've painted them up. That one should be dry. Maybe I'll do these ones. Oh, it's not supposed to go on that one. It's supposed to go underneath. They probably won't stick now to all that embossing and silver and all that sort of stuff going on. Oh, see now, Darlene, everyone's telling me, I said, go with your own judgment, so I'm using the silver ones. Mind you, they're not actually standing out very nicely, so let's get rid of them. I thought that they might have sparkled a little bit more, but they're not. We'll get rid of them. Actually, I might use the bigger ones too. How about that? Let's go for broke. There we go. And you can pretend that it's got that ribbony stuff on there. Okay, that was one. It wasn't stressful. It was just time consuming. How about that? Okay, you know what? And I think I'm even going to clean up my mess tomorrow because I'm not going to worry about it now. There we go. There's my pretty closeness. Let me stand up so that I can see. I can see what it looks like, and that way I can bring it up closer to you guys. And you can see all the goings on. So that's pretty full on. Don't look too closely at my mitered corners. They didn't mite it very well. But, oh, my belly just grumbled. But close enough, I think. So there we have it. And they're different sizes. I just use scrubs. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We won't look at them. Don't look at them too closely. So there we go. Oh, I'll have to save that one. Who will get that card come Christmas time? Because you can bet your bottom dollar that that's probably the one and only time that that card will get made. But it is made, so it's definitely nicer than seeing it. And you know what, it's so tiny in the catalogue that I think that they really should have done a little bit more justice. But I mean, it's just tiny. You just can overlook it so quickly. But there we go. Okay, thank you very, very much for joining me. If you're interested in my painted Christmas class, that is open for a few extra days. There's 3 options available. So you can go and check that out. It's all on my blog. And of course, I have my 20%. Yes, go and case the catalogue. That's what it's there for. So pick one that stands out to you and just copy it. I usually one every time. So that was the pick for this year for this catalogue. So thank you very much, and we will see you again next Friday night. So cheers everyone. Bye.